Today, we are diving deep into something called Pharma 4.0. It's this AI-driven revolution that is completely changing the game for the pharmaceutical industry. And we're not just talking about little experiments here and there. We're talking about AI becoming the very backbone of how medicine gets made. And the scale of this whole thing, well, it's pretty staggering.
Okay, let's just start with a number that kind of stops you in your tracks. $254 billion. Now, this isn't some crazy market cap or a guess about valuation. This is the potential extra profit that the pharma industry could be making every single year.
That's right, annually, globally. And we're talking about this happening by 2030. So this isn't some far-off sci-fi fantasy. This is the very real, very near-term financial impact of plugging AI into the heart of the pharmaceutical world. So you have to ask, right? What does this revolution actually look like? I mean, how on earth is AI unlocking this almost unbelievable amount of value in one of the most complex industries on the planet? Well, let's break it down. So you'll hear this term Pharma 4.0. You can basically think of it as the fourth industrial revolution, but tailor-made for the world of pharma. The big idea here is that AI and all these digital tools, they're not just fun side projects anymore. Nope, they are becoming the core operating system for the entire industry. And here's the thing, this impact isn't just in one little corner. We are seeing these huge gains all across the board, from the very first moments of discovering a new drug to manufacturing it, all the way to getting it into the hands of a patient. And you know, when we say massive gains, that's not just hype. The numbers that are starting to come out from the companies who are actually doing this, they are absolutely mind-bending. Now, what's really interesting when you look at this chart is just how dramatic the improvements are. I mean, look at the top, up to an 80% reduction in the time it takes to discover a new drug. That could literally shave years off the development process. In clinical trials, you could cut those costs by up to 70%. These are not small tweaks. These are absolute game changers for the entire business of medicine. And this is where it really hits home, because this isn't just about saving a company money. A smarter, more efficient supply chain can literally prevent drug shortages. And slashing development times, that means life-saving medicines get to the people who need them years sooner. That's the real human impact of all this tech. Okay, so if those are the incredible results, what's actually under the hood? What's the engine making it all happen? Well, it really comes down to three key technologies, three pillars that are holding up this whole Pharma 4.0 transformation. First up, we've got something called Agentic AI. You got to think of this as the next big step beyond tools like ChatGPT. So instead of just looking at data and telling you what you should do, these are systems that you give a goal to. And then they go and do it. They plan the steps, they make decisions, they actually execute tasks. They don't just recommend, they act. Next, we have digital twins. Now, the best way to think about this is like having a perfect virtual copy of something real. It could be a whole factory, a specific process, or even a virtual patient. This gives you a massive advantage. You can run tests, push the limits, find problems, and perfect everything in the virtual world before you ever risk a single thing in the real one. And that third pillar is predictive analytics. This is all about using all the data you have from the past to literally see into the future. It lets companies predict everything from when a piece of machinery might fail to when demand for a drug might spike. It shifts their entire operation from being reactive, fixing problems after they happen, to being proactive and stopping them before they even start. But here's the catch, right? You can't just buy all these technologies and flip a switch. It's a journey. It's like climbing a ladder of digital maturity. And right now, every company is on a different rung. This framework here basically maps out that journey. You see, it starts at the bottom with just basic computerization, literally just getting off paper. Then you move up to connecting your systems, actually seeing the data, and then understanding what it means. It's only after all that groundwork that you can get to the top, to where your systems can actually predict the future and adapt on their own. But okay, here's the reality check. The source material for this is really clear. Most pharma companies today are still on the bottom rungs of that ladder. They're somewhere between just connecting their systems and starting to get a clear view of their data. The potential is huge, but for most of the industry, this journey has really just begun. And that brings us to the final and maybe the most important piece of the puzzle. Because the biggest hurdles in this whole transformation, they're not actually about the technology. They're about strategy, and, most of all, they're about people. A lot of companies fall in what's called the pilot trap. They spread their money and their people super thin, trying hundreds of little experiments. But the data shows that's a recipe for failure. The companies that are actually winning, they focus. They pick just 5 or 10 really high-impact projects. And get this, that small handful of projects, maybe 10–15% of the total, ends up delivering a whopping 85% of the value.
And at the heart of it all is this. The single biggest roadblock isn't the code or the algorithms or the fancy sensors. It's culture. It's that natural human resistance to changing the way we've always done things. Getting past that is the real leadership challenge here.
So what does it actually take to succeed? Well, the blueprint is pretty clear. You need the CEO bought in, driving the vision from the very top. You have to invest in your people and new skills, not just in new software. It means you've got to tear down those old walls between departments and get everyone working together. And you have to be obsessed with creating business value, not just chasing cool tech, all while balancing that need to move fast with the absolute non-negotiable priority of patient safety.
Which brings us to the final thought, the big takeaway. For the pharmaceutical industry, the debate is over. The question is no longer if they should do this. The only question that really matters now is how fast and how deeply they can embed these technologies into every fiber of their organization to unlock a new era of medicine and ultimately to save more lives.